right, guys. So let's get this show on the road. All right. So welcome to another edition of AAA Metahuahua AMAs. We have a jam-packed episode today, plus a special guest in Ferryman, who's going to come and talk to us a little bit about Teritori and the riot. So guys, just to give a quick overview of today's structure. So we're going to be talking about the validator. We're going to talk about some sales, the lotteries of today. We're going to have some tech news, a huge ToriPunks update. And then we're going to move on with Teritori and the riot. So let's dive right in, guys. So first things first. So AAA Metahuahua is a validator on two blockchains. So we have one on Teritori and one on the Chihuahua chain. So the one on Chihuahua, we are currently ranked number 12 with about 1 billion Wawa staked to us, with a total of 662 delegators. And the name of our validator there is AAA Community. Our second validator that we have is the one on Teritori. We're ranked number 8 with about 716,000 Tories delegated to us. And a lot of you may ask, why delegated to AAA, right? So there's many reasons. The first reason is that you're going to let us develop more NFT collections for you guys. It helps us do more giveaways. We could also develop more tools for the Cosmos ecosystem. And you directly participate in the development and security of the blockchains. So those are the three main reasons why you should delegate with AAA. Now let's move straight to the sales updates, and I'll pass the ball to Superman to talk about those.
All right, guys. So I'm looking at all these numbers here. It feels like the Matrix. So I'm going to start off with the HUAHUAPunks sales. So since launch, we've had 1,059 sold for a total of 929,000 stars. Now, if we move on to our OG collection, the original CyberHuahuas, we have 18 sold for a total of 468,000 stars, with the floor price currently sitting at about 27,000 stars. So for those of you that want some, there's about 13 left only on the marketplace. Then we're going to go to our CyberHuahua Zombies, which I need to remind everybody has only been on the market for a month. So we have a total of 70 sold for a total of 510,000 stars, with the regular Zombies floor price sitting at about 10,000 stars, and the rare Zombies are sitting at 45,000 stars. For those of you that want those, there's about 24 left on the marketplace. And last but not least, our infamous ToriPunks. On the marketplace, they have a whopping volume of around $55,000, with the floor price currently sitting at 40 Tories, and there's about 800 of them left on the marketplace. Guys, these are huge numbers. This shows that at AAA, we are doing very well, and the community loves what we have to offer. So now, speaking of numbers, Gigi, why don't you give us a few teasers for the lotteries?
Of course. So today, guys, every 25th of the month, we hold the premium lottery and the zombie lottery. So now I'll just give you an example of what it is. So the premium lottery, what it is the CyberHuahuas have a premium wallet. This wallet currently holds 84 million Wawas. The fees generated this month from the staking are 2.5 million Wawas. For the lottery winner today, he's going to receive 1.25 million Wawas. The other portions of the staking rewards, there's going to be 250,000 that will be burned in Wawa. We're going to have 250,000 Wawas sent to the community DAO for the Chihuahua. And we're going to compound 765,000 Wawas back into the premium wallet to let the rewards grow month after month. For the zombie lottery, so the wallet currently holds about 50,500 Tories. The monthly staking rewards this month with the high APR is a whopping 15,300 Tories. So the lottery winner today, at the end of the AMA, we're going to host the lotteries. So the winner is going to get 6,119 Tories. 6,119 Tories are going to be compounded back into the zombie wallet. And we're gonna use 3,059 Tories to buy back some Wawa. and send it to the premium wallet to honor the classic collection itself. With that out of the way, let's move straight to the tech side updates, and I'll let Superman give us updates about that.
All right, guys. So the Reeker Tech News update. So this is a new segment that we'll be integrating into our AMAs to keep you guys up to date on the tech side of things. So the community asked for it, we delivered. So the first thing we added was the rarity bot for the ToriPunks. So for those of you that haven't tried it yet, I invite you guys to go try it in our Discord under the ToriPunks side. You scroll all the way to the bottom and you guys could go try out the rarity bot there. As well as the community asked for a spreadsheet with all the ToriPunks in order of rarity. So this is a great tool for all you rarity hunters. So you guys can go sweep the floor now. And on the validator side of things, we had the Chihuahua Proposal 41 that just passed. So basically this proposal is for an on-chain upgrade. And basically it allows the burning percentage to be changed via governance vote. So that sums it up pretty much for the tech updates. I hope you guys enjoyed this little bit. We're going to try to keep you guys updated on everything we're doing on the tech side. So now, Gigi has some huge updates for the ToriPunks. Gigi, what do you got for us?
All right, guys. Well, it's official, guys. The first game is going to go live in the month of December. So let the games begin. So first things first, there's going to be the gigantic lottery. The long-awaited first ToriPunks game will officially go live on the 15th of December, 2022 at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. So at the same time as this AMA. So the draw will take place live in Discord using a random number generator. The winner will have the option to trade the winning ToriPunk on the marketplace if he or she wishes to do so during the whole 21 days of unbonding of the Tori rewards. So in order to be eligible to receive the Tori rewards, you need to be holding the punk in your wallet at the end of the 21 days unbonding process. This lottery represents 20% of the monthly staking rewards of the Punks game wallet. And from this point on, guys, every 15th of the month, we will host a gigantic lottery draws. The games have begun, guys. So now, not only do you have the premium lottery to look forward to, you have the zombie lottery, and now we also have the gigantic lottery as well. So now, for the even bigger news right now, guys. So you guys remember that during Mint, we had a huge contest going up, which was Minters equals winners. And this was all about the comic strips and to collect the set in order to receive rewards from the early Punks wallet. So now, at AAA Community, we listen to our community, and we would like to thank everybody for the overwhelming support and presence in our Discord. So many have asked us to be airdropped the comic strips earlier rather than later, so that the ToriPunks could have more time to trade and complete the set before the snapshot. So here are all the criteria concerning the comic strips and how to complete the set. First things first, as an early Christmas present, we're going to be taking a snapshot of the ToriPunks comic strip. Will be on December 15th. Okay, so that's step one. Step two, the airdrop of the ToriPunks comic strips will be approximately on the 23rd of December, right before Christmas, as an early holiday present from AAA Community, and you'll be able to trade them on the Teritori marketplace right away. They'll be available to be listed in Atom as soon as they are airdropped. Royalties for these comic strips are going to be 10%. 5% will be bought back in Tori and added to the early Punks wallet, and 5% will go to the bar team to keep the games running. Point number 3, there's 5 different comic strips, and they all have the same rarity. They're going to be airdropped randomly and in proportional amounts depending on the number of eligible wallets. Point number 4, every wallet that has minted at least one ToriPunk, still holds that same ToriPunks in his wallet, is eligible to receive one comic strip NFT. And it is one ToriPunk comic strip NFT max per wallet. So even if you minted 5 punks with your wallet, you're only going to get one comic strip NFT airdropped. And the ToriPunks that were purchased on the secondary market do not count. Remember, the whole concept was that minters were the winners. Now, in order to complete a set of comic strips, a wallet needs to collect all 5 different comic strips and hold them in combination with at least one of their ToriPunks for the March 7th snapshot for early Punks wallet. From this point on, monthly snapshots will be executed to assure that wallets are still holding the complete set and the ToriPunk in its wallet. Also, guys, so each wallet could only have one set of the 5 of 5 comic strips. So if you have 10 comic strips, you're going to have to hold the complete set in one wallet and a second one in a second wallet. So you won't be able to have multiple with one wallet. And basically, the punks will have 2.5 months to try and collect the set for the first snapshot. So we're going to give you guys plenty of time to trade them on the secondary market. Yeah, so that's about it for the ToriPunks major update. And I think we let our guest wait long enough. Superman, can you introduce our special guest and have him talk about the Teritori and the right?
Absolutely. All right. So talking about ToriPunks, you undoubtedly got to talk about Teritori. Now, why is Teritori so important? For starters, Teritori has been very generous, to say the least. They have given us so many airdrops to all these amazing NFT communities. They gave us a beautiful user interface that pretty much everyone here has used and loves. And who better to speak about the subject than our special guest today, one of the co-founders of Teritori, our good friend, Ferryman. We're excited to have you on the show today. Welcome, my friend.
Thank you very much, guys. Very excited to be with you today. And yeah, congrats on the great job that you guys put in. It's awesome. And yeah, very pleased to see, all the progress with the ecosystem, and especially communities like AAA, Metahuahua, and all the good projects that are coming out. So congrats and thank you.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Now, before we get started, Ferry, as we all know, we've had a lot of new members at AAA. So maybe for all those new members, if you could give us just a brief elevator pitch of who you are and what Teritori is all about. On that, the stage is yours, my friend.
Thank you. So I'm Ferryman, co-founder and ecosystem lead at Teritori. So basically my job is to make sure I can link with cool communities just like yours, and making sure that the ecosystem grows when it comes to communities, when it comes to collaborations with the tech teams and integration on the dApp, moving on. So it's all about growing the space and making sure that the things are moving, And so yeah, to sum up Teritori, I'd say that what we're building is a social hub for communities. And I'd even say that in a few days from now, we can even start talking about social network. Because obviously for now, we released the Launchpad and Marketplace, which were the very first steps in all the roadmap that we are going to deliver. But in a few days, we're going to release the social feed. And at this point, it's probably going to become like the main feature of the app. And yeah, we're going to move to the next level of Teritori.
Very cool stuff, man. I'm very excited to see all of it. We've gathered up a bunch of popular questions that the community has been asking. So I think it's a good time to ask them to you now. So in terms of the Riot, where are we in development for the Riot for the Play to Earn game?
Yes, so I did circle back with the guys regarding the latest advancements on development, and right now we are at about 95% of the development on the Play to Earn game. After the AMA, we're going to release more sneak peeks, so you can have a better vision of the UI and how the first version of the Play to Earn is going to look like. And there is also very important content that we have to release in the coming days before the Play to Earn is live for you to play. Is the reward system, because I've seen a lot of people, trying to understand how it's going to work, because there are a lot of stories basically that are going to be allocated to the Play to Earn concept. And we spent a lot of time working on what would be a fair way to reward every player while making it sustainable in the long run, because, we don't want to just drop a lot of stories at people, and people just play for the stories but don't really care about the whole concept, the lore, the universe that we're trying to create with the Riot. So Right now, it's basically a matter of days before we can release the game. First, we're going to release the reward system, so it's very clear for everyone. And another thing is, it's possible because part of the utilities for the Riot collection is being able to access features in testnet. Being able to try it out before it's released for everyone. And so, we may release the testnet version of the play to earn, so holders can get their hands on the game, get started, try it out, and then release the mainnet version a few days later. So it's a little bit more days for us, to fix if we have a few bugs, a few stuff to fix on the UI, basically.
Very cool, man. Honestly, I'm very excited to play it, and like I'm always impressed with how much you guys are building throughout this bear market. It's really impressive to see.
Thank you.
I have another question that comes quite often. When are we going to be able to do multiple mints instead of doing them one by one?
Yeah, I know. So yeah, we've been working on two things regarding especially the experience that you have on the Launchpad. One thing is updating the contract because we'd like to offer more modularity for the mints. To give you an example, for Yield Gorillas, it was like 3 different whitelists with 3 different prices, and later on we'll be able, even to define like 3 different max min per address for every whitelist. So rather than just doing, a quick fix, we wanted to take a few more days to define all the different variations that we would like, to offer to project owners, and also obviously the UI update regarding the selector to pick how many NFTs you want to mint at once will be part of this update. So I don't have a clear ETA such as for the Riot Play to Earn on this topic, but I know it's kind of the major little fixes that we're going to implement very soon. And also, the Launchpad page, because right now the Launchpad page is basically applied to the Launchpad, but we're going to have kind of the same page that we have on the marketplace. The only thing is it's going to be only related to upcoming projects or projects that minted out already on the Launchpad. And so, you will have the feeling that you usually get when you use a Launchpad, basically.
Very good, man. It's best to take your time and do it right?
Exactly.
Also, another question. Are there any plans to do batch transfers of NFTs to different wallets? Because right now we could only send our NFTs one at a time out of our wallet to another wallet. Are we going to be able to do batch transfers?
So it's kind of related also to bulk listing or bulk buying for NFTs. So we also have to implement the filter system on the marketplace, and aside from that, we also need to implement the bulk listing, bulk buying, and I guess we'll be able to bulk transfer at the same time. So yeah, quite a lot of features to add, but yeah, we're also working on these topics because especially when you consider going multi-chain. What I mean by that is very soon we'll be able to launch Ethereum projects and have them on the marketplace as well. And then after that, we'll have Solana, and marketplaces on these ecosystems are very mature in terms of features such as bulk listing, bulk buying, filtering system, rarity integrated directly within the application. So it's very important for us to be able to compete, with the products that people from this ecosystem are used to, because otherwise, we have other things that could be interesting to them, especially the social features, but we also want to be very competitive in terms of marketplace and launchpad. So that's part of the quality of life improvements that we'd like to implement as well.
Very good, man. Since you touched on the subject, do you have an estimate of when we will see a first collection outside of the Cosmos ecosystem?
Yep. In fact, it's funny because at first we were discussing with a project owner that wanted to launch very quick on Ethereum using our launchpad, and now it's not in a rush anymore. So What's going to happen is probably the first collection to be launched on Ethereum will be the Riot on Ethereum. And at the same time, we're also talking with a few teams that come from other ecosystems, so Ethereum, Solana, most of them. And they're thinking about launching on Teritori because they figured out it's easier for them to, how can I say that? To fit in a new ecosystem that is growing rather than trying to compete with well-established projects or projects that have a lot of budget to invest in marketing, especially. So I'd say that probably the first project to be released on Ethereum will be the Ethereum version of the Riot on the Launchpad, and at the same time we also have a few projects that initially came from Solana Ethereum but are going to pivot to Teritori. And by that, I also mean to pivot on Teritori chain as well. So that's quite cool because it's like a way for us to kind of start attracting people from other spaces. And yeah, hopefully there'll be plenty of new project launching. And now we are especially focused on projects that are willing to build tools for the community. So, for instance, there is a team that's planning to create kind of an NFT sniper. So you have like all the NFTs that are listed on the marketplace, and you can have a quick overview of their rarity and their price. And okay, it's a good deal because it's very rare, but quite cheap compared to its rarity and other NFTs that are listed on the marketplace. In one click, you'd be able to buy it, and other stuff such as analytics when it comes to Twitter accounts, for instance, which is very interesting if you want to launch a project. You want to know, okay, what are the trending projects in this ecosystem? What are the trending Twitter accounts? I could collab with, whether it's to do an AMA, to do a whitelist giveaway, let's say. So, we really want to focus on quality and especially projects that tend um, to build something it doesn't have to be a big application or a lot of features, but it has to be useful and make sense, and yeah, be something cool for the community basically.
And this is very exciting. It's very bullish for me, and I'm really happy to be going on this journey with everyone over here. Another question I had is, are we going to be able to see our delegations on the Teritori DApp and claim our rewards there as well?
Also part of the fixes that we're doing at the moment. In fact, when we released the alpha version especially for the Riot Mint, because this was like the top priority at the time, we figured out there were a few features that we needed to rework a little bit. The same for the indexer, for instance, because if you look at the current volume that you can see on the collections, sometimes you can see a decrease, especially on the Riot. For instance, we went from like 130, 100k to 60k or something like that, or 6k even, because we struggle a little bit with the CoinGecko API at the moment. But yeah, one of the plans that we're delivering right now is fixing a lot of little bugs and little stuff that we have on the UI, and doing some refactoring. And then it's also at this time I'd say probably first week of December, but yeah, basically beginning of December, that we're also going to open source all the code base when everything is cleaned up. So yeah, part of the mission as well.
All right, man, that's amazing. So we're gonna see if the community has any questions for us. So you guys, if you want, in the general chat, you guys could ask some questions here, whether it's for ToriPunks, for Ferryman, for anything. Just ask your questions here, and we'll try to get them answered.
Also, I see a hand raised here for Abdullah. So Abdullah, if you want to speak, we'll invite you up. You've been invited. You can come on stage.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hey, Abdullah.
Hey.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
I have a question about the lottery. How does that benefit the community?
Which lottery are you speaking of? The premium, the zombie, or the ToriPunks one?
I mean, all of them.
Okay.
Why there is no, rewards for the community instead of 1%, which is maybe less than 1% of probability that you will get that lottery?
All right. So first things first, the premium lottery, there's only, it started as a 49 piece collection. So you had one chance on 49 every single month to win. So that was the first lottery, and the entire proceeds of the sales of the CyberHuahua collection was entirely given back to the holders into a wallet. And I don't know if you've looked at the floor price, but those were purchased for $27, and they're currently going for about $1,000. So in terms of bringing value to the NFT, I think it's a smashing success. Now, if you start distributing small amounts of money between everybody, so everybody's going to be getting a few dollars instead of one person getting a very large amount. Now, obviously, the first collection, the premium lottery, only had 49 people. Now we're up to 69. So those odds, I don't think you can compare them to anything that's out there right now. So for the premium lottery, your odds are 1 in 69. Some have more than one at the moment, but in terms of value, they were all purchased for $27 or worth $1,000 now. So if you want to sell them, if you want to participate in the lottery, your odds are very high, and that's what we believe brings a lot of value to the collection itself, for the classic collection, the CyberHuahua. On top of that, that collection was made also to support the Chihuahua ecosystem. So we're burning Wawas, and we're actually sending money to their community DAO as well. So the whole point of that collection was to show support to the Chihuahua, at the same time have a very fun collection where people can get value out of it, because if your lottery is small, you're going to lose value on your NFT, because that's the whole hype behind it, right? So you have a large amount and you got a really high odds of winning it. So it's much more than 1%. So, and even 1% is, in this day and age, is actually quite a bit. Now, in terms of the CyberHuahua Zombies, CyberHuahua Zombies is also a very low supply collection. There's only 200 of them. And out of those 200, there's 20 rare zombies that let you participate in both lotteries. So that's where you see the dynamic. And again, these were sold for about $130, $160. And if you go check at the marketplace right now, after 1 month, everybody has gained value, and the floor price is at $10K for a regular zombie. I think Superman said $45K for a rare zombie. And obviously, if you take the lottery and you start splitting it between everybody, well, we're going to lose value on our NFTs, right? Because everybody wants to win the jackpot. Now, this is where the ToriPunks come in. So the ToriPunks, we will have different games. So there's 4 games in total. So the first one is the gigantic lottery. This is what attracted most people, because our projections originally were somewhere between $10,000 and $18,000 to the winner this month. And this is going to be on a monthly basis. On top of that, we have the Russian roulette that's coming. So the Russian roulette, we're going to be splitting the rewards. So 60% of the monthly staking rewards are going to be split between 2,500 punk holders. So that's a bit like a shared revenue system. After that, we have the early punks wallet, which is going to distribute 80% of the monthly staking rewards between all the people that collect the full set of 5-on-5 comic strips, on top of having minted an NFT. So that's the third game. And then we have the raffle game, which is coming further down the line, which is going to be NFTs and stuff like that we're going to give as rewards. So now, if you look at the AAA as a whole, so we're going to have it in month per month basis. We're going to have the premium lottery, the zombie lottery, the gigantic lottery. There's going to be the Russian roulette. There's going to be the raffle, and there's going to be the early punks wallet as well. So as you can see, as we progress here, because we haven't been around for that long, it's been 3-4 months. So as the roadmap completes and progresses, we're going to have more and more lotteries. So everybody likes revenue sharing, but in terms of what we wanted to give and the contract that we gave to the holders is these large lotteries, which has attracted so far the majority of our holders. So I don't know if that answers your questions, Abdullah.
Yeah, it's clear. Thanks. Also, another thing about the draw, is it going to be manual or on chain, or there's a specific application?
So for the zombie and the premium lottery, I do it live in Discord. I use the wheel of names. It's a random wheel generator. So that's done there. And for the gigantic lottery, we're going to be using a random number generator. So it's going to be a bot inside of the Discord, and it's all done live. So I do it in front of everybody. And that's how we pick the winners for that. Eventually, there will be a DApp for the gigantic lottery where you're going to have to enter your ToriPunk to be able to enter the lottery itself. For the Russian roulette, there's also going to be an app for it. And for all the other games for the ToriPunks, there's going to be apps for it. But for the zombie and the premium lottery, we do it live with the wheel of names. There's not many supplies, so it's easy to do on the wheel of names, and it's actually fun. So
Yeah, crystal clear. Thanks.
thank you very much.
All
Anybody
right.
else have questions?
Yeah, for Ferryman, there's some people are asking about the mobile app for Teritori.
Yeah. And I can tell it's also a debate that we have because at first the vision was to rather focus on the desktop web app because part of the thesis is to say, okay, most people are using desktop because there are a lot of issues on mobile. I mean, most of the services are not responsive enough, or also some security issues sometimes with the wallets. But we started working on the. I mean, we have like the Figma for the mobile version, and we kind of settled the debate yesterday because the point was to say, okay, should we get started right now with a basic, really responsive version of the application, or should we wait for the refactoring first? And the conclusion was to say, okay, let's wait for the refactoring so we have a clean code base, and then we can get started with a proper mobile version. And so this would be for the first step, provide like a proper experience whenever you use the website on mobile. But after a while, it will be more than that because, and you'll see it when the code base is open source. Since the beginning, we made sure that because we were using React, it was compatible. Every component that we've built on the application was compatible with Expo and React Native. Because at some point, and I believe that it's going to be very related to the social features as well. And basically, it's very convenient for you to chat with your friends or post something on social media at any time using your mobile. Because after a while we'll have like a real mobile version, which is not just a responsive version of the website, but a mobile application rather. So it's part of the process. We know it's kind of a pain for now. Myself, I have to, because I like to check the ongoing mints and see how it's going. So I'm on my phone, roaming around during a call, for instance, and I have to kind of turn around my screen sometimes to see how it goes. But it's part of the plan, and will be a pleasure for me to announce when we have the mobile version available.
All right, guys. So it's in the pipeline. It's gonna come.
Yep.
Anybody else have some questions? Maybe somebody in the chat wants to come up on stage. Raise your hands.
Are there any questions in the general? Or else we move on to the lottery, guys.
I think we asked all the big questions ahead of time. All right. So, Fairman, you have any maybe a closing statement for the community?
No, just wanted to thank you guys. Appreciate all the work that you're doing. It's a lot. It's awesome. And I see Barto commenting in general. I'd like to say now, but I'm not going to lie to you. So, and I'd rather say the truth. And we'll talk about that later. If you have some complaints, I'm also the complaints office, so you can reach me. But thank you very much, guys. Appreciate all the crazy work you're doing, and it's nice to be here with you. And hope hope I can join for another AMA later on. So it's a pleasure.
As soon as you have updates, we would love to have you. That's for sure. And
it was a pleasure having you here, man.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, guys. So if you guys have no more questions, we're going to be moving ahead into the lottery channel. So I don't know, Superman, if you can put it in the lottery draw live chat, tag everybody. So we're going to be moving and doing the both lotteries inside of that channel so that I could share my screen and everybody can see how these lotteries function. So thanks everybody for coming today, and I hope you guys enjoyed these AMAs. We're going to try and do them more often from now on because the community really seems to enjoy these. Today we've had a packed crowd. We're like, I think I saw 70 people today. So you guys are obviously interested. So we're going to try and give you updates more often. We're going to try and get you guys some more Medium articles. So today I spoke a lot about the comic strips. Expect soon to have more information about the early Punks wallet. So yeah, more updates on a more regular basis for the community, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. So thanks everybody for coming, and let's move to the lottery draw live, please, so that we can do the premium and zombie lotteries today. Thanks everybody.
All right, take care, guys.
Take care.